Good afternoon, everyone. I'm in Nan province. I am welcoming you to the video as I'm walking to a restaurant. I am extremely hungry. I guess I can tell you all the details after I order, but I just cannot wait to sit down. You can see I'm styling in the clothes actually from yesterday because I got soaked. I ran into some rain that was coming down so hard I even hitchhiked into town. I am at the main intersection. I was looking at my phone and there is one of the restaurants I most wanted to visit right near where I was dropped off. So I'm going there. I'm gonna put in my order immediately and then I guess share with you some of the details for why I'm even here in the first place. Let's get inside. So I was already looking at the menu online. So this is called Heun Hom. Hom หรือ Hom ไม่ใช่ Hom เป็น Hon คู่ใช่ไหมครับ So sometimes if they don't know that you speak Thai, you might get a English menu at a nicer restaurant. Thank you. Yes, this is what we need right here. แล้วก็เห็นว่ามีผัดผักกูดที่น่ากินนะครับผักกูดผัดไข่แล้วก็ยำครับเยอะมากโอเคขออันนี้นะครับผักกูดผัดไข่นะครับไม่ใส่ผงชูรสแต่กินเผ็ดได้อยู่ครับแล้วก็ข้าวเปล่าข้าวสวยจานหนึ่งเห็นว่ามีน้ำพริกหลายอย่างรวมกันแล้วก็ผักลวกเป็นจานใหญ่โอเค so this is the name of the restaurant. So they have a signature dish of chili dips. They have 3 dips mixed together and then a big plate of vegetables. It comes with eggs and then I got something that looks like this. It's a sour soup. There's no photo, but it's with catfish, and that is actually the dish that I am coming here to have. I hope you do not mind. This one I will focus just more on the food. I will let the food do the talking. I am gonna eat a lot. It has been an interesting day already. It's 2 p.m. I left early in the morning, cycled a lot. It rained so hard. It was still a beautiful ride, but I had even to hitchhike the final maybe 30 kilometers into town. Let's have lunch. Might be a late lunch, but I'm so excited. I'm just so hungry. Okay, but I can't wait to share this food with you right now. So the style of this restaurant, full of maybe good luck, good fortune items. These are all different types of fishing and water trapping devices that you see up on the roof here, and these are all for good luck. You see some wind chimes. Those are just cute. I love the wooden construction here, and they have a lot of natural accents to the shop. Some wooden construction, and I'm here alone right now. I will be meeting up with all my friends later. For sure, we're gonna go to another awesome restaurant for dinner, but I just could not wait. I wanted to come here, even alone. Okay, so in town, you can see it is not raining. So I rode about 5 hours, just beautiful, gorgeous, extremely humid, and that time in the rainy season when you know it can just start pouring down rain at any second. So I rode about 4 hours, and then the 5th hour was extremely soggy, and the timing, I thought, you know what, I'm just so hungry. I'm super excited for a huge meal, and I can definitely eat a huge meal even though I'm alone right now. But I'm very excited still to be here, and the food is on its way. I rushed in, I ordered. Thank you. Oh, wow. จัดสวยมากครับน่ากินมากขอบคุณมากๆครับ Wow, that is gorgeous. Thank you. ขอบคุณมากครับ She just brought the first 2 dishes. Oh, wow. Okay, and you can smell the oyster sauce in that. You can smell the heat of the wok. It is just garlic, eggs, fiddleheads, actually. So, pakul. Nice, clean-looking dish. And another awesome presentation over here. I got the signature nampik Heun Hom. Like I said, Heun is like the traditional style of house. In the north, you'll find a lot of restaurants that are named Heun something because Ryön in northern language, they switch the sounds, the R for the H sound. So anyways, Heun. So this is a signature dish of the restaurant. And yes, ขอบคุณมากๆครับ 2 amazing northern dishes to go with our vegetables and eggs, and it is time to eat. So I just got these 3 things. This was the one I was so excited for. This is actually the reason I came to this restaurant. So this is one of my absolute favorite northern Thai dishes for two reasons. It features turmeric heavily. You can see the color of that, right? This is a very awesome ingredient. It is the stem of a lotus blossom. So the lotus lives, the root, which you can also eat, the rhizome, lives under the mud, and there's a super long stem. And it goes all the way up, and the lily, the lotus flower, sits on top of the water. But this is edible and so tasty, and it adds like a texture almost to the soup. Okay, I'm smiling because I'm so happy to be here, but I will be honest, I am exhausted. I'm just gonna get right into the food and stop talking. Catfish, eggplant, we've got, I think, actually, I don't know if they're chiangda or if they are pumpkin leaves, tomatoes, and then the stalk of that lotus. Okay, so the stalk of the lotus makes the broth almost a little bit milky. So the chili, the curry paste that they use in the tom som, it gives some thickness to the broth, but then it's so sour and so wonderfully full of turmeric also. But just the combo of the garlic, the turmeric, and then the lotus stems. It's not a very thick soup, but wow, so wonderfully sour, so thick with flavor. Okay, and then first bite of the vegetable. It's super hot, but I'm so hungry I can't stop. Before I came to Thailand, I think I had never actually had catfish before. But after living in Thailand, catfish is my favorite fish. It has bones, but they're usually not as sharp as some other fish. So if you're learning to eat fish the way they serve it in Southeast Asia, which is usually just the whole fish, bones, everything, the head, tail, you're going to have to learn to navigate various skeletons of fish to eat traditional food all over Southeast Asia, but definitely in Thailand. Okay, so I finished 2 bowls of soup now, some rice, some vegetables, starting to get some energy back. This is so cool to finally be in Nan again. I haven't been here for a long time, and I'm here hours before the team. I hope it's not a day before the team, but this frequently happens. I will ride the bike to the next town, and very thankful that they will carry the rest of my stuff. So I just throw it in with them, and I ride ahead to the next town. Plenty of times there is a story along the way, so I wonder what they are getting up to. I'm sure they are exploring that town today, maybe seeing some new stuff. I wanted to just come ahead to Nan on my own. So I'm going to be hanging out here. I'm fortunate that there's a coffee shop right next to this restaurant, so I'm going to hang out there and maybe do some work on my phone, answer some comments and questions. Most importantly, there is still one huge dish that I did not show yet. This is the signature nampik sampler plate. Pumpkins, snake peas, carrots, cabbage, kana, Chinese kale, and mustard greens, all steamed, fresh cucumbers, and then a hard-boiled egg, cap mo, and mo yaw. So this is northern-style pork cracklings, and then northern steamed sausage. It's kind of like a Vietnamese sausage. Nampik ta dang, nampik num, and nampik ong. Okay, so there are cute little serving spoons in each, but I am gonna eat this all myself. So let's see. I'm just gonna dip politely. First, the pumpkin and the nampik da dang red eye chili paste with some steamed pumpkin. That's one of those flavors that instantly you're like, I could be anywhere in the world right now. That's awesome that it's a Thai food, but it tastes like chipotle chilies. That's so good, oh my gosh. A little sweet, but just crazy smoky. They obviously really smoked the herbs, the galangal, and then the chilies. Okay, next dip, nampik noom, which is probably the most famous dip from the north. Noom is a species of pepper. It's not so spicy, but it's still spicy, but it's not as spicy as the central Thai pik jinda or pikino, full of eggplants, and they roast the noom peppers also. Okay, so the texture is awesome because they only roughly chop or roughly pound all the ingredients in that. Wow, that's awesome. Maybe they're the same amount of spicy. Okay, and then nampik ong, which is maybe more of like a Burmese influenced dish, like a Thai dish right here. Which veggie to pick? Okay, how about the pork crackling for this one? Might need to dip that and then use a spoon. Oh yeah, the tomato is immediately obvious and just like a porkiness, like a smoothness from the pork oils in that. Okay, very garlicky. It's almost like a thick stew that you dip vegetables into. That's awesome. Can eat that so fast. They have just garnished with a little bit of cilantro. Oh, the garlic is awesome, and then there's mo sap. There's minced pork in there as well. That one you can just eat on its own. You don't even need to dip anything into it. But can go on the rice with that. And I think it is time to order another plate of rice. Speaking of rice. Nampik ong. Another pure northern Thai comfort food for sure. Breaking into a second plate of rice is always a great feeling, especially when you're hungry enough to just move right in without even halftime. Who says you can only put one chili dip on a selection of vegetables? It's the opposite of double dipping. It's, I don't know what the term would be. What's the opposite of double dipping? I don't know the name for it, but that's what it looks like. Okay, so I found how to do this one-handed. You spear something with the fork and then leave it on your rice like that. Then you go in with the spoon and then you spread on your dip onto the piece that's kind of supported. It's like propped up by the rice right there. So forks are useful with a Southeast Asian food after all. Okay, next up let's taste our vegetables. A huge spoon over here onto the rice of our fiddleheads, garlic, and again just fried simply with nam man hoi. Nam man hoi, which is oyster sauce. Yeah, fiddleheads are such a wonderfully fun and pretty vegetable. Look at that. dark green color of that. So pretty, right? The taste is nice and sweet, nutty also. And then as I am learning about recognizing the flavor or the sensation of umami. Yeah, it has a lot of umami. Just fried with garlic, eggs, very comforting. I like how they include the stock as well. It's nice and crunchy. Okay, so 420 baht was the total bill, which is not that cheap actually, but that is a restaurant serving very large portion sizes. So, wow, I can't even talk. You can see how tired I am. The reason that I went is because a Thai food blogger who I follow, she writes about restaurants and she's very good at the photos. She posted an amazing photo of that yellow catfish sour soup curry that I just had. I just came here just for that dish and it was amazing. Yeah, the best thing of that dish. I am already at a coffee shop. I just walked directly next door and I'm gonna have coffee here. It is still not raining, but I don't trust those skies. So I am gonna have coffee right here. Arabitia, okay. It is 40 baht for a large Americano. I'm gonna go sit inside and work. That is great to have a coffee. I actually went through that entire ride without a coffee. I don't know if that's against the rules of cycling, but so I'm gonna upload my ride, and because I don't have much else to do right now, I can entertain you with my fashion right now. I don't care much about fashion, but I think I'm probably breaking most fashion rules right now. I still have my cycling socks on, and I had these just as backup clothes still in my bag. And then I needed some sandals, so I actually bought some sandals for 99 baht. And then my helmet is still with my bike. I'm still wearing my hat. You can tell I am speaking pretty not smoothly. I'm extremely tired, but very satisfied to have finished that meal. And now I am gonna have at least one cup of coffee and answer some of your wonderful comments and questions on the most recent videos. Thank you for watching this video, by the way. It is great to be here in Nan. I love this province. It's always been special. I think this is now, I've been here twice, so this is my third trip to Nan in 11 years. This is a very difficult province to reach. It's just so far away. It's great to be here, great to be so far off into the hills. Okay, see you soon. Gonna enjoy this coffee. See you soon. So we always play as many simple English games as we can, switching off, trying to just keep the energy high and let the kids have fun with their own friends, you know? Using English with their own friends is a big motivator for a lot of them. And this school is very cool. It has probably rice fields, I don't know, for the purpose of science education or the agriculture class. They have rice fields in the school. How cool is that? So James here, one of my best friends, we have done many of these camps together all around Thailand, but some of the best memories are right here in Pat. This is a big school in Pat called Wat Muang Dang. This group of kids today is so fun. They are ages 10 to 11, Patom 5 in Thai school system. Okay, just a little bit closer view of the rice field, because that is so interesting. I've seen many schools that have in-depth agriculture science classes, but
I don't think I've ever seen a rice field in the school. So in Thai schools like this, you usually see in the morning it's very tidy because the students all take turns by grade cleaning the school 1 day per week, or at a big school like this, it might even be 1 day per month. Okay, and then in the morning, there is milk delivered to all the classrooms. So all the kids from the government have a sponsored program of 1 packet of milk. And remember, these are young kids, so from preschool up to grade 6, so preschool to 12 years old. A little COVID awareness poster, and then most of the school buildings, each building will have this. Some clean drinking water at the bottom floor of each building. So the teams in here right now are Pink Bee and Orange Bee. Let's see who is winning. Like this in the middle of the day, it's so hot. Everyone is just, kids want to play, but it's also just so sunny. Oh, hello. How are you? What is your name? Where do you come from? What is the name of your school? What do you want to be when you grow up? Hi. Hola. สบายดีบ่ สบายดี สบายดี แน่นอน That's awesome. Okay, sticker time. Sticker time. We were upstairs making our skit. So each team has a 5-minute skit, and right now we are going to lunch. We practiced our skit. We are going to make some costumes, just simple costumes with some materials that we have for the camp. And then we are going to show our skits. So in the afternoon, stay tuned for a fun show. Hopefully you enjoy it. Right now, it's lunchtime. Are you hungry? หิวข้าวบ่ หิวแน่ๆ จะกินหยัง จะกินข้าว กินตามซุปครับ And many of the students have taken their free time. What is that? One more practice of the skit. What's your name? Nice to be on green team with you. Ton Kao.
Okay, students, it's time for your show.
Woohoo! Get ready for the show. Oh, that's my team. Are you kidding me? Pulling into these towns, it's like they're just lost in like a magical, hilly, far-off borderland. I guess they are. That's exactly what they are. Look how beautiful. It is just gorgeous. So that's where I'm going. Ampur Ma Jarim. Yeah. Wet roads like this can be treacherous in Nan, where the hills are all just mega steep. If it's not following the river, then it's just climbing up some wall next to it. But you see that temple? I am going to try to get up to that first and then continue on to the main town of Nan. This is just beautiful. Wow. Okay, let's go.